Bernie here, broadcasting live from fabulous Las Vegas, and this is about the Xandeum DevNet. It's been up and running for a year now. Can you guys believe it? And man, have we achieved a lot. Was that a success or was it a flop? So that's the purpose of this video, where I'll go through all of it. So Xandeum DevNet, was it great? Or was it a flop? So we started September 1st, 2023. And man, we sold a few additional VNodes for you guys. We incentivized it with a boost factor. We involved the community of all the incentivization. I remember that. We even had a Twitter Spaces. We had a lot of discussions there. And we've learned from that. We will have our own discussion forum out there where we can discuss future proposals like this. That's going to be live real soon. So, and we incentivized the DevNet first for the first 6 months, and then we extended it for another 6 months. And these next 6 months, so the total of 12 months, they will expire tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, August 31st. So everyone wants to know, what do we do with the Xandeum DevNet? So what was it intended for? We wanted to gain experience on how our community is, how much our community is willing to actually run nodes, rather than, you know, just buy some nodes and get some tokens and then sell them as fast as possible. And man, was that awesome. Yeah, you guys, you are the best community ever. I keep repeating that, and it's really, really true. We had over 60 DevNet nodes. And, you know, even when after the first 6 months, the incentives got reduced heavily, still most of them are running their nodes. We've been running almost 4 billion transactions there. We had a few version upgrades there in the beginning. At a later time, not that many version upgrades, more for good reason that I'm going to dive into in this video. And yeah, the great thing is we've all learned how to run nodes, what the challenges are, how to discuss them in our Discord. By the way, our Discord is a great thing. So if you're not there yet, go to Xandeum.com. Top right-hand corner, join our Discord there. It's a live medium. Our Discord community is growing, and we have some news to share, right? So if you followed my channel here, there will be that storage-enabled liquid staking product that we're launching soon. We will be in Singapore. It's almost, you know, a little bit over 2 weeks from now. Time flies. So we will be in Singapore September 20th, 21st for the annual Solana Breakpoint event. We're one of the main sponsors there. We have a big booth. We will talk to so many different people from the Solana ecosystem, and get ready for some major announcements right before the Solana event, right? So on the 18th or 19th, of September, there will be a lot of news. There will be press releases out there. There will be stuff here right on this channel where you learn about the immediate future, how everything you know, will go on. And on that date, September 19th, or maybe one day earlier, September 18th. Can't tell you now, but to the latest on September 19th, one day before Breakpoint starts, there will be that press release, and I will let you all know, and there will be some new websites, there will be some new apps out there, and I will let you all know the time plan for, you know, the month or 2, 6 weeks after Breakpoint, and there will be, in that communication, we will have a launch date for the token. We will have a launch date for the liquid staking product. We will have information about the new DAO. And make no mistake, the new DAO will be a whole different animal from the DAO that we have right now, because that new DAO will allow you to control the whole storage economy. The storage economy with the Xandeum storage layer is going to be based on Sol. So we're integrating everything tightly into the Solana chain. That gives us a lot of traction that Solana already has. We can profit off of their traction. We can profit off of their performance. We can profit off of their ecosystem that's growing and of the developer community and all of these things, right? So that's a big, big advantage rather than going our own way and building our own L1 chain. So things are changing. I've had one video last week, or I think it was last Sunday, where I talked about the new architecture with Sol. We're working on communicating all that thoroughly on our website, on blog posts, on everything, right? It'll be part of our whole communication strategy, and it's only 2 short weeks until breakpoint, so we're gonna have all that ready for communication by then. What does that mean for the outlook for the DevNet? The DevNet was extraordinarily important, also not only to do the things that I mentioned to gain experience, but not only for us, but also for you, how to run these nodes, how to communicate with us, how to earn those extra rewards and all these type of things. And the DevNet will be continued, but there will be a short hiatus, right? In the incentives, not in the DevNet itself. So the DevNet, we want to keep the DevNet running. We're running a few nodes ourselves, and we know of a few nodes that will keep them running even without the extra incentives. So if you want to keep your node running, you're very welcome to do so. We would be happy. If you want to take it down, because starting from September 1st, there's no more extra rewards anymore. That is perfectly fine, obviously. So no, no bad thoughts or anything. And then with that new thing that's going to be communicated on September 18th, 19th, there will be a very concrete plan of things in the 4 to 6 weeks after that. And there will be a very concrete plan with dates of what's going to happen when. And then there will be a new DevNet that will be mostly focused on the PNodes, right? Because with that new architecture that we have, the validator nodes, those will be the Solana validator nodes, and some of them, if you run a Solana validator, you can choose to additionally run the Xandeum Solana software on your Solana validator. But, it's mostly going to be focusing on the PNodes, because the validator nodes, that's Solana's strength. They already have these nodes. We have solved the important issue, the technical issue that we had in just using the Solana mainnet to actually do our whole storage economy on the existing Solana mainnet without having to get a change proposal through on the Solana chain called SIMD on the Solana chain. We have solved that. So that's great. And that also means the DevNet will be a little bit on different foundations. It might be with validator nodes also, so we might still have that DevNet with validator nodes, so that we have our own DevNet to develop all that, but the core of it will be the PNodes, and the PNodes are the provider nodes, the storage provider nodes that do the actual hard work of storage. And those are an invaluable asset for us. We already have that wait list. We have a few things that are on the VIP list that bought their place for $6.90 to be on that VIP list. They will be served first. They will have a few advantages there. That's all coming after we have breakpoint, after we have our new architecture announced, after we have the token listed, right? Which is awesome news. And after we have that, we move on to the PNodes and to the new DevNet with both validator nodes and a PNode storage provider nodes. This is going to be awesome, and it's going to take us to our vision, right? And our vision is to solve the blockchain storage trilemma, right? And have a scalable storage layer for smart contracts. This is not just a storage chain that does storage and then, can be connected with smart contracts in some way. This is extending smart contracts, and smart contracts are extremely important. They are the basis of blockchain today because we can build apps on the blockchain with smart contracts, and these apps, they need to be storage enabled, right? It's one thing to build a storage blockchain that cannot do anything else other than store data, and then it needs to be in a complicated way connected to anything, and nobody's really doing that. We don't see a lot of apps, Web 2 apps, that are successful being ported over to Web 3. And guess why that is? Because it's not possible today, right? Because there's no storage layer, no scalable storage layer. Nobody is able to do a Web3 version of Airbnb, a Web3 version of eBay or stuff like that. And, I don't even know what other Web3 apps will be there. We're doing that to spark that Cambrian explosion of all these different Web3 apps that suddenly come out and build on Xandeum, because suddenly we have that scalable storage layer that fits into smart contracts and is scalable to exabytes, is smart contract native, and is random access, right? It's not like an archival solution or anything like that. It's random access storage. One guy was asking in the comments, can we do like databases on top of that? Yeah, absolutely, right? Those are just the primitives, the random access, read and write at random positions, delete, overwrite, and all these type of things. And those are the primitives that files are offering since Unix is around, and operating systems like MS-DOS and later Windows and stuff are kind of mimicking these things. And these are the primitives everywhere, powering the world's IT infrastructure. And on top of that, we can build everything. But we don't have that base infrastructure on the blockchain yet. We only have code running on the blockchain, and we have accounts. And these accounts are like the RAM of that world computer. They are fast, but they are limited in size, in capacity. So we're solving that blockchain storage trilemma. We will need that DevNet. It was a great, great success. Thanks everyone who is running a DevNet node. Incentives will stop on August 30th for now. And after that, after all these dates that I just kind of previewed for you a little bit, right? There's that one fixed date, September 19th, before breakpoint. We will publicize everything, and that will include the time plan for the rest of the year, which will include listing the token, which will include launching the liquid staking product, which will include some reward season, which will include very likely an airdrop by the Solana Foundation. So if you don't have your points in order, go to points.xandeum.network and get your points claimed there. And so that's everything. And remember, buying a node gives you 1 million points, right? So that's just a side note. Look into the numbers. Look into the allocation. There will be an allocation of tokens for the airdrop recipients, and the more points there are, obviously the more these tokens will be shared among different people. But we only have like 57 point something million points right now, so buying a node will give you 1/60th of the whole airdrop allocation, right? Just putting that out there. I don't know what the Xandeum Foundation is going to do with any potential airdrops, but I'm just reminding you, if you go to points.xandeum.network, you will see the number of points right now that are out there, right? So it is only 57. So if you get 1,000,000 points one way or the other, and you find it on that website, how you can get those points, you can catapult yourself to the top of the list, and you will get a corresponding share of the tokens that will be airdropped or might be airdropped by the Xandeum Foundation. Yeah, so those were the achievements of the DevNet. I would have never thought we had such a high participation there, and also lots of discussion, right? Special thanks to John, who is posting all these stats, and I'm not sure if we're at 4 billion transactions yet. I just read a post from John on Discord a few days ago where it said we're approaching the 4 billion. Maybe we'll get to the 4 billion even before the end of this month. It was really, really helpful. We did a few upgrades in the beginning. Later, we did a little bit lesser upgrades because we were working first on the PNodes software that, doesn't require changes to the Validator software. And then later on, we were working on that storage-enabled liquid staking product that we're launching, which is just awesome because it will enable anyone that holds Sol and wants to stake it. It'll enable anyone to participate in that storage economy, which is now all Sol-based. We're in the last phases of communicating all that and having it nicely prepped for everything. People are also asking of the blog post. That'll be there real soon as well. I just gave you a preview in one of my latest videos. Yeah, the Xandeum DevNet. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for anything that we're going to show off in Singapore, and very excited of the plan after Singapore, which is now, really planned through. We have concrete dates. People were telling me like, hey, it seems like nothing has a plan and we don't, there are so many things where we just don't know how long it might take, right? And we see the next obstacle, but then once that obstacle is gone and we've removed it, then the view is free and we see the next obstacle, right? And that's how it is. We're trying to achieve here something that has never been done before, extending the blockchain, smart contracts, so that it has a scalable storage layer. I don't know what else I would love to work on other than this. So, and so I love you all, that especially not only, but especially the ones that are running a DevNet node. Keep running it. There will be the new DevNet. The new DevNet will have both, right? The validator nodes that you've been running all along, and also the PNodes. And the PNodes, of course, will have paramount importance because that's what we're adding to that whole ecosystem, right? We're adding the scalable storage layer, and the storage is going to be happening on the PNodes. We're also building that special version of the Solana Validator that supervises the PNodes. That is not essential anymore. Not, with the new technical solution that we have, not each and every validator needs to have that software, right? Because the RPC nodes in our new architecture will generate Solana transactions that are not then being sent to the regular Solana network, and each and every vanilla Solana validator can help validate also these storage transactions by validating these Merkle proofs that I talked about. And it's all in that architecture that I already showed you in a little diagram a few videos back, but it's all being made beautiful and presentable for Breakpoint, for all types of audiences. Yeah. That was a chapter. In the first year of DevNet, Validator, DevNet, that was a big, big achievement. I couldn't have done it without you guys. That's all awesome. Without the whole community, right? Not only the ones that actually run a physical DevNet node, but also the ones that support us, that are in our Discord all the time. And I personally feel, sometimes people tell me, oh, there's not much going on in our Discord. I feel there's every day something's going on in our Discord, right? you can go to the Solana Discord, right? Obviously, there's a little bit more going on there. That's normal, right? I mean, Solana is, how old is that project? And it has like a $60 billion dollars market cap, right? So even if we have only 6 million, right, that would be 1/10,000th, yeah, of Solana's market cap. Let's say we have the 6 million in the beginning, right? That would be super. I would be disappointed if that happened, right? I would expect a higher market cap when we get listed, you know, in the kind of mid two-figure millions or so. But let's say it's super disappointing. It's only 6 million. That'd be a factor of 10,000 compared to Solana, right? Do we have only 1/10,000th of the traffic on our Discord? No. It's maybe 1/10th, I would say, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But maybe there's 10 times more going on in the Solana thing. But Solana is 1,000 times, 10,000 times as large and everything. So this is an exciting startup. There's a lot of community engagement going on. Not only with DevNet nodes, but also right here on this YouTube channel and on X and everything. So thank you everyone for that. Don't forget to claim your points though, because you might need them when the Xandeum Foundation might be doing an airdrop, right? One of a season, you know, a number of airdrops that might be coming up. So you don't want to miss out on these points. That includes, by the way, liking this video, subscribing to my channel, leaving me a comment, leaving me comments that, you know, we might be engaged with, where we can have like a back and forth and stuff like that. That generates a lot of comments. And each one, as far as I know, each of these comments will give you more points. So if you then comment on what someone else responded or I responded to your comment, then that's all going to be new comments. But that's not everything, right? But it is important for any project to have engagement, to have users that are engaging. We want to have a large community. When I listen to the Xandeum Foundation, I hear that they want to enlarge that community. That's why they're doing that airdrop, maybe. And yeah, so I'm super excited. I wouldn't know what else I would love to be working on. And for today, you know, thanks so much for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.